Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Temi. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be putting you through the process of drafting a princess dart bustier. And to do so, I went ahead to roll out a straight line from the top of my pattern paper. This was then as my starting point and also my shoulder point. From that mark, I'm going to go down by my bust point, which is 10.5, and the bust at 13, and my waist as 16.5. I'll repeat the same marking right here, and I'll go ahead and use my straight ruler to connect the points. Next, on my starting line, I'll go in by my shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 7. I'll mark it right there. From that 7 point, I'm going to go down by 1 inch. This is meant to stand as my shoulder slope. I'll then impute my neck width of 3 inches and my neck depth of 3 inches. So my neck width and neck depth is 3 by 3. I'll use my curved ruler to form my neckline. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect the shoulder slope to the neckline, and this is what we have. Now to get my armhole measurement, I divided my round bust measurement divided by 6, and then I added 1 inch, and what I got there was 7.5. So I just make the point there and I'll connect it to form my chest line. So I'll just go ahead and label my points. This is my chest, my bust line, my underbust, and my waistline. Now to get my armhole curve, I'm just going to go ahead and divide what I have from this point into 2. I'll mark the middle point and I'll go in by 0.5 inch. On my chest line, I'll mark my bust measurement divided by 4, which is 9, and then I'll use my curved ruler to form the armhole curve. Next, I'll impute my nipple to nipple measurement. This is to get my darts. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 3.5. I went ahead to mark it on my bust line, my waistline, and my underbust line, and I'll go ahead and connect. Now to get the bustier, I'm going to go ahead and mark 2 inches. If you're on a bigger size, from size 38 upwards, you can use 2.5. After connecting this line, I'll make sure that I use my curved ruler to form a beautiful shape, making sure that the shape is very smooth, because this is the part where your boobs will sit in. I'll just go ahead and connect this point right here. Now what I'm going to do is, from the middle of my armhole, I'm going to go ahead and connect this point clearly, and I'll connect it to join the line that I have on my bust point. You can go ahead and make sure you use your marker to just make sure that part is very curvy. So now we marked 2 inches for the dart. I'm going to go ahead and replace it on the armhole. Then I'll also join this to connect to my dart on the bust. So this is what we have right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and mark the 2 inches to make sure that it's aligning with what I took out on the dart legs. So this is what I have. Now I'm also going to go ahead and replace the 2 inches that I took for my dart. I'm going to replace it and connect it to my armhole. So this is going to stand as my new armhole for this princess dart bustier. And this is to avoid shortage on your fabric when cutting out. Now I'll start imputing my body measurement. So for my underbust, I divided my underbust by 4, and then I marked the points right there. Then I'll replace the dart of 2 inches. On my waist, I divided my waist, which is 7.75, and then I also replaced with the 2 inches. I'll go ahead and use my curved ruler to connect the body shape. So now that we're done, I'm going to go ahead and label this the center front and the side front. The center front will be cut on fold, and the side front we're going to be having 2 pieces. The next thing I'll be doing is to impute my bust dot, and the differences that I have from my front and my back is 1.5. So I went ahead to mark 1.5 right here, and I'll connect it to the bust point. So this part that is shaded will be cutted out. Now I'll go ahead to show you how to cut the v-neck, just in case you're making reference to the thumbnail. From your neck width, you just go down by how deep you want your v-neck to be. So this is what I marked out with the pencil. This is for reference if you want to have a v-neck. So I'm just going to be making use of the round neck, and I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. So first I'll go ahead and close up my bust dot. To do so, I'm just going to slash open my dot legs and close it up. So now I'm just going to go ahead and reshape and cut out the main piece. Now that I'm done cutting, this is how it looks. So when cutting on your fabric, you need to add 0.5 to the side, and also add 0.5 to the side. This is for your stitching allowance to join these pieces together. And this is my front piece. Now I'll go ahead to draft the back. I just went ahead to roll out a straight line. This is also to stand as my shoulder line. I'll also go in and mark 1.5. This is going to be for my zipper allowance. So I'll just label this the zipper. Now I'll go ahead and take my points. So for the back, you only need your bust point and your waist point. My waist for the back is 15. This is the differences that we have from the front and the back. So I'll just impute the same point right here, and I'll roll out a straight line. On my shoulder line, I'm going to go ahead and impute my shoulder to shoulder measurement. I'll come down by 1 inch. This is for my shoulder slope. For my neck width, I'll go in by 3 inches, and I'll connect my shoulder slope. I'll then go ahead to also impute my armhole measurement, which is my bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. Mine is 7.5. That is what I'm imputing right here. I'll connect the point and roll out a line to form my chest line. So now for my neck depth for the back, I'm making use of 1.5. I'll just go ahead and connect this to form my neckline. So for the back, I'll label the chest, the bust line, and the waistline. Then for my armhole, I went up by 3.5 and marked 0.5 inwards. And then on my chest line, I marked 9 inches, which is my bust measurement. I'll use my curved ruler to connect these to form my armhole. Now for the dart, I'm going to go in from my bust line by 3.5, which is my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. I'll then go ahead to connect the point. So regarding the dots for the back, I'm going to go down by about half an inch, and I'll connect to form the dart. So for the dot legs, I'm going to be making use of 1 inch, which is 0.5 inch on both sides, and I'll connect to the top. So this is my dot intake for the back. Now I'll impute my body measurement, which is my waist measurement divided by 4 plus the dot allowance of 1 inch. I then went ahead to connect with my chest line. So now for the zipper bulging, to avoid the zipper bulging on your waist, you want to go in by 1 inch and connect this 1 inch to your waist, and then connect it straight to your neckline. So this is going to make your zipper sit flat on your back. So now I went ahead to bring in my front piece to check if the length aligned, and you can see it sits perfectly. So this is my back piece, and I'll go ahead to just cut this out. If you've watched to this extent, I believe you're learning something new, and if so, do not forget to leave your comment below. I'll make sure to reply as soon as I can. So after cutting out my back piece, this is what I have, and these are my front pieces. So when cutting out on your fabric, you want to go ahead and add your sewing allowance to the side of the front and your sewing allowance to the side and the armhole and the neckline. And this is all that I have for today's tutorial. I hope it was helpful. If so, do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.